Good evening, everybody. We are finally at the weekend. Yay. Aren't we all happy about that? I'm always happy when it's the weekend. It hasn't technically rolled over to 10 o'clock yet, so yeah, we got to wait here. We have to wait here a few seconds until the clock rolls over. Sometimes it takes a minute to initiate the stream. Sometimes it starts right away. So yeah, tonight. Oh, there we go. Now it's 10 o'clock. Now we can actually start. So welcome everyone. We have baseball and football breaks tonight. Our baseball is memorabilia. It will be an autographed Gold Rush baseball jersey and a 3-box inner case of Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs. We will follow that up with a half case of 2011 Crown Royal football. So before we start ripping into packs, we do have a little information to go over, so let's get started with that. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to everyone who's joining me tonight, or those of you who might be watching the recorded version later. I appreciate everyone who bids with me, breaks with me, chats with me, stops by to say hi, all that kind of stuff. So in whatever way you participate, I appreciate you and I thank you. Next up, my feedback. It's completely automated on eBay. This comes up from time to time, so I just decided to start covering it in this part earlier this year. Basically, what that means to you is you never ever have to wait on me. As soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you should instantly get it in return with no waiting. We're taking a look right now at the things that are coming up in the next 5 days on eBay. I do list new things almost every night. They do usually run for 5 days. This is the stuff that is already up and available for bidding. So you'll see tomorrow night we're going to break a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures football. We will break a third of a case of 2013 Limited. And we will break the back half of the 2011 Crown Royal that we're going to start tonight. We'll finish that case up tomorrow night. On Sunday, note that we're going to start early at 9:30. We have some Signature Series baseball from 2012. We'll do another autographed jersey. We'll do another case of the autographed baseballs, and we will do a full 12-box case of Diamond Kings baseball, which we haven't opened in a few weeks. Monday night, some Timeless Treasures basketball, a three-peat basketball box, which has in it an autographed jersey, an autographed basketball, and an autographed photograph. We will finish up the 2013 Limited, and we will open a full case of 2018 Majestic football. Tuesday night, we'll open some more 2011 Prime Signatures, another full case of Diamond Kings baseball. And Wednesday, new release day, yay, we'll open a case of everything that comes out that day. So it'll be a case of Tier 1 baseball. It will be a full case of Dominion basketball, which is a new high-end basketball product. And then it will also be a full 10-box case of 2018 Classics football. So Wednesday, 3 new products coming out. We're going to bust into all 3 of them Wednesday night, so that ought to be a lot of fun. For tonight, a couple things you need to know. First off, our starting breaks tonight, which is the jersey and the autographed baseballs, those are completely free shipping breaks. Anytime you're on a break with me that has completely free shipping, you can expect it to go out probably 6 to 7 days after the auction ends. So I'm anticipating for that stuff for it to go out on Thursday. Occasionally it might go out a little sooner. Every once in a while it might go a day later. Excuse me, but Thursday the 24th is a pretty good estimate. Our paid shipping break tonight, that is the 2011 Crown Royal football. Have that scheduled for Tuesday. There's a slight possibility I can get that out sooner, get it out on Monday. If I can, I will, but to be on the safe side, left it sitting there at Tuesday. Finally, if you are in one of these breaks and your team does not hit, you don't pull anything at all, you are still entitled to a consolation trading card for your team. That card can be from any year, any series. It will usually ship with your next package. I track that stuff for a rolling 90-day period. If you do want it sent sooner, you just shoot me a message over on eBay and we will work out the details. There's more information about that, of course, in the listing description as well. And why do I have Crown Royal listed first? That's actually the third break tonight. Somehow or another, I got these pasted in here wrong. So, whoops. Oh, well, all right. We'll take a look at it in the correct spot now. So first up, a 2018 Gold Rush autographed baseball jersey. This is break number 2. These just came out on, Wednesday? We broke the first one on Wednesday night. And of course, it ended tonight, Friday night, the 18th of May on eBay. We're live streaming it tonight as well, opening it up tonight. And of course, a format that you're familiar with the team names on the left-hand side, the winning bidder user ID across from it there on the right-hand side. One team did not sell. That's the Tampa Bay Rays. You see it designated there as no bids buyback. Finally, you will notice that I'm going to change the focus here in a second. The background is going to go out of focus, but that is by design, and we still are going to be able to see everything okay. So not to worry there. All right, so this is our Gold Rush autographed baseball jersey. And these are always a lot of fun. Gold Rush usually has some really cool hits in it along the way. I mean, we've pulled Hank Aaron's and all kinds of fun stuff out of here. Hey, tonight we have one for my Cincinnati Reds. Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose. Yeah, I like his inscription. He is not, he has no problem with modesty, does he? Pete Rose Hit King, indeed. That is a TriStar authentication sticker that you see there. And let's see, is there any other? Sometimes there's paper authentication with these. Sometimes there's not. I do not see one with this one. So there is no paper authentication, just the TriStar sticker that you see there. And of course, Mr. Pete Rose is a Cincinnati Red. So Reds walking off with our Gold Rush autographed jersey tonight. So next up, we'll be doing our Onyx Preferred Players baseballs. Give me a second here to get the spreadsheet set up for that. And all right. So if you happen to jump in late, you didn't see this a minute ago, anticipating a Thursday ship date for these autographed baseballs. Once again, that's because they're free shipping. They're on their own shipping schedule. And if your team isn't pulled, please read the info there about the consolation cards. There's more information about that in the listing description too. And we can always work it out if you want it sent on a different schedule. So just be aware of that. 3 boxes of 2018 Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs. This is break number 9. 9th time we've busted into it. Of course, it ended tonight, May the 18th. And same format as before with one important difference. There are some teams that don't have hits in this product. They are designated there as no hits not listed. So that just means I literally did not list them on eBay because there were no possibilities to pull anything for that team. And one unsold team, that again is the Tampa Bay Rays. And you know what? I just realized I forgot to print myself out a new checklist, right? Like something happened to my checklist the other day. Some of you may have been on here the last time we opened these, and my checklist that I had printed out just completely disappeared, which was super weird. And I forgot to print out a new one. So give me a hot second here. I am going to open one up so that I have it here on the computer if we need it. So sorry about this, guys. Just give me 1 second to get the listing up, and then we'll be ready to go. I'm sure most of you know the checklist is there in the listing in two different forms. It's there as a picture, and it's also down at the bottom of the listing in a written format. And most of the time we're going to know who these are, but sometimes it's good to go to the checklist if maybe I don't know, or somebody that's been traded recently or something. That way we can make sure it's all the way it should be. First point of reference is always going to be the manufacturer's checklist on something like that. If their checklist is unavailable or doesn't exist or something like that, then we would next go to whatever sport it was. So MLB.com, NBA.com, NFL.com, etc. and verify it that way if there were ever an issue with the manufacturer's checklist not being available. There's all kinds of awesome possibilities in our Onyx Preferred this year. This is a red bag. These are the bags they used in past years. I think most of the bags this year are white, but they must have run out of the white ones because this is a red one. Or maybe I'm just dreaming and they've all been red, but I thought they were white this year. I don't know. All right, so there is our signature. I like to look at it and try to guess it. I don't know who that is. You might. I don't. And there's our Onyx authentication sticker. And now we will find out who it actually is. There's your Onyx authentication card that will match your sticker. And the answer is Aaron Nola. Hey, that's a nice little hit. Should be for the Phillies, I believe, on the Aaron Nola. I will just double check that here real quick, but I'm pretty sure that that is right. I don't know why it wouldn't be that. Of course, naturally, I can't find it on here. Why can I not find it on this checklist? Where are you, Aaron Nola? All right, well, I don't even see it on the silly checklist after all that, so we'll look it up again in a minute, make sure that that's correct, but I believe that it is. Another red velvet bag. And that, yeah, I'm not reading that one either. I don't know who that one is either. Has a dual certification. There's a JSA and an Onyx. And looks like it's going to be somebody with an R in their name anyway. Maybe RGH something. There's our JSA authentication. A little bent up, but in there. Our Onyx authentication. And it tells us that it is Ryan Healy. I think Ryan Healy, once again, is going to be an Oakland A. So I think we have a Philly and an A, but we'll double check it all momentarily. Now, see, this is the color bag I'm used to seeing. The silver one. For this year, anyway. Don't know who that is either. I haven't done very well trying to guess them tonight, have I? Onyx sticker and a JSA sticker. And, oh, you know who that might be? Robert Gelman, because his signature might, yeah, that might be him. JSA authentication, our Onyx authentication, and, yeah, it is Gelman for the Mets. So that one for sure is the Mets. I believe Ryan Healy is going to be an Oakland A, but let's double check that. I'm going to go back and look at the checklist again for Ryan Healy and for Aaron Nola, but I don't know if either one of them are on that checklist. Probably they are not. Are they? Yeah, Ryan Healy is on there, so good. He's covered. He is an Oakland A, as I suspected he would be on here. Aaron Nola is not on the checklist that I see. So again, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the Phillies, but I'm going to just double check it. And come on. Yep, Philadelphia Phillies, so all good. Phillies, Aaron Nola. I better switch my view back so I can see what I'm doing. Phillies and Aaron Nola. Now we've got to get him back in the bag there. Ryan Healy for the A's. And finally, the Robert Gelman for the Mets. So that is our case of Onyx authenticated autographed baseballs tonight. I just need to do one other thing with them, and then we'll be in good shape. And that is, I'm just going to write on the top of these for the moment, number 9, so that we know what break this is associated with. Move them out of the way, and we're going to do some football. Whoops, let me get, I forgot I did my spreadsheet in, like, opposite world tonight. All right, if you happen to miss this earlier, Crown Royal football up next. I'm anticipating a Tuesday ship date. I think there's a reasonable chance I can get it out to you ahead of that, but to be on the safe side, we're going to leave it setting it Tuesday, and if I can get it out quicker, of course I will. The only difference in this and the others in regard to the consolation card, since this is a paid shipping break, if your team pulls nothing in this, your consolation card or cards will ship with the rest of the break. You would not have to wait for your next package to go out on this one. So 6 boxes of 2011 Panini Crown Royal Football. Is a half case break. It's the first time we've broken it by itself. I think a while back I broke some 10 and 11 together, but this is the first freestanding 2011 Crown Royal anyway. And of course it ended tonight, the 18th of May, and we're live streaming it Friday night, the 18th. And you see once again your team names are on the left and the winning bidders are across from them there on the right hand side. This is a brand new case, so here's what we're going to do. I don't think I cut that very well. I'm going to take all 12 boxes out of here, and I will number each one of them on the end. Then I'll go to I'll go to random.org if I don't knock the camera over first, and type our 12 numbers in there and let random determine which boxes we open tonight versus which boxes we open tomorrow night when we do the back half of this case. And that way it's all very transparent and everybody can see what we're doing, and you know how we determine what's opened on any given night and that sort of thing. Obviously tomorrow night we won't have to number them because there will only be 6 left by the time we get to tomorrow night. All right, so we're all numbered up there 1 through 12. I'm going to bring you along with me, and we will head over here to random.org. And this is pretty simple. I will just type in 1 through 12. I'll hit randomize. First 6 numbers that come up will be the 6 that we will open tonight. Not 19, 10. Let's try that again. And there's our 1 through 12. It is 1, 6, 9, 12, 5, and 3. So 1, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 12 for tonight. 1, 3, 5, 6, 9, 12. All right. 1, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 12. All right. Am I right there? Maybe I am. Maybe. All right. I don't know. Let me make sure. All right. There's 1, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 12. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So Crown Royal is always so much fun to open. It doesn't take a long time to go through this. There are 4 packs per box. There are 6 cards per pack. That's just a little player checklist they used to put in these things. Of course, these days it's all online. And they even have this online too. So even if we do pull redemptions, we won't use that little checklist. We'll go straight to the source at panini.com and pull them off of there that way. If I did not mention this earlier, and I don't really think that I did, if you happen to be watching live and you would like to participate in chat and you don't see the option to participate in chat, there's a couple of things I can tell you in regard to that. The first one is that you will need to be logged into YouTube. The second one is that if you are on a mobile device, like a tablet or a cell phone, something like that, you will also have to click on the link that says you want to view the desktop version. And those are the 2 things you would need to do to be able to join into chat. And of course, we should have 4 hits per box in here, which means we're looking at a total of 24 hits out of this half case. And we're going to find a bunch of different stuff in here. And right off the bat, we have a hit. Of course we do. We're going to have hits in pretty much every pack, but I don't know. Sometimes I forget that it's going to be in Crown Royal. I'm only going to look at like 1 or 2 cards. Suge, yes, the baseball jersey was Pete Rose for the Reds, And the baseballs themselves, oh gosh, guys, help me. Who were the baseballs? There was an Oakland A, there was a Philly, and a Met, I think, were the autographed baseballs. All right, so first up, guys, we have Akeem Ayers, numbered to 499 for the Tennessee Titans, is our first hit that we see tonight out of 2011 Crown Royal. We have a majestic insert here for the Browns with Peyton Hills. And then, well, just some base cards coming out after that. I guess actually one more insert. Sorry, that's an insert, a royalty insert for Bartkowski and the Falcons. The others were base cards. Yeah, Suge, you always, want to jump in pretty much when the break starts. If you're in one of those early breaks, they don't take very long at all to do the jersey and the balls and things like that. So, if it starts at 10, you probably generally want to be logged in and on board right about the time it starts, or you're going to end up missing some of that stuff because it goes pretty quickly. Matt Forte to 100 for the Chicago Bears. Another hit, Tyron Smith for the Cowboys to 499. And there's an insert, Calvin Johnson for the Panthers. And another insert, Kings of the NFL, that was Urlacher. And then a few more base cards. Our hit out of this pack is a relic. And I need to get out some thick card sleeves for our relics. So hold tight there for a second. And it is Jake Locker for the Titans, numbered to 299. An insert, Living Legends, Frank Gifford and the Giants. An insert, Braylon Edwards for the 49ers. And then some more of our base cards. Crown Jewel Rookies, Kendall Hunter for the 49ers. Chris Durham for the Seahawks. Chris Durham is numbered to 499. And that's our fourth and final hit out of that box. A royalty insert for the Patriots. A little Nate Solder rookie, an all-pro insert for the Raiders. Some more base. Another Crown Jewel rookie. This one is Taiwan Jones for the Raiders. Our hit out of this pack is TJ Yates to 499 for the Houston Texans. Oh, gosh. Sorry about that. TJ Yates went right out of my hand there. Thank goodness he was already in his sleeve, so I do not think that he is any worse for the wear. Everything still looks good there with TJ, but obviously I did not mean for him to go down on the mat. Danny Woodhead insert for the Patriots. A couple of rookies, an insert for the Raiders, an all-pro. I have a terrible time reading the name on these cards. There's a lot of, these cards are kind of busy. Sometimes the names tend to fade into the card for me. To 499 for the Chargers, that is Corey Liggett. And that's just our blank dummy card there. An insert for the Saints. An insert, Bob Lilly insert for the Cowboys. And Rashard Mendenhall for the Steelers. Yeah, I don't know. The Steelers are talking about they're going to have a new throwback uniform this season. Everybody thinks it's going to be the one, I think they call it the Caped Crusader uniform. I'm not a huge fan of that uniform, but I guess it's better than that terrible Bumblebee uniform that were our last throwback. Akeem Ayers to 10 for the Tennessee Titans on that little parallel. Anthony Allen to 50 for the Baltimore Ravens. An insert Living Legends for the Raiders, who seem to be getting a lot of inserts tonight, don't they? A Falcons Michael Turner insert. And a couple of base cards. But even the base cards in here actually are nice, because they have the little die-cut crown. Hey, we have a Peyton Manning relic for the Colts. That's numbered to 299, and it is game-worn. So yeah, those little Peyton Manning game-worn relics, believe it or not, they usually do reasonably well. So if you have the Colts, you'll make a little money on that. Randall Cobb insert for the Packers. An insert Rashard Mendenhall for the Steelers. And I should point out, I haven't necessarily seen any go by this way yet, but there's not to say that they're not in there. Sometimes these cards will have a player in a certain uniform, but then the team on the back will be different because the player has been traded, but they still have their old uniform on. Ray Lewis for the Ravens on that insert. And the Ravens again on another insert. So if that happens, just so you're aware, it's always going to go to the team that's designated on the card itself. So sometimes if they're in, you may see one go by in a uniform and has in little tiny letters that you can't even hardly see that they've been traded, and then it'll have the new team name on the back. Then that's where it's obviously going to go to the team that's printed on the card, not necessarily the uniform they're wearing. If they're the same, then it doesn't matter. But if they've been traded, just an FYI. Blaine Gabbert for the Jags with the Crown Jewel rookies. We have a redemption. We're going to check that out a little bit later. That's why I've got it still there face down. We'll check them all at the end of the break. Alex Karras to 299 for the Lions. That is also game worn. So that's a cool little hit for Detroit. An insert for the Packers. And then another insert. Who is this on there? Oh, John Fuqua for the Steelers. Couldn't even see who that was. Lucas, the Titans. He says the Titans are killing it. The Titans have hit a couple things, but we've had some other nice stuff in here too. It's not all Titans tonight. Miles Austin for the Cowboys on the Majestic die-cut relic numbered to 299, and that is also game worn. Back in these older sets, it was more game worn and not as much player worn. You know, these days we find a lot of relics that just say player worn, which basically could mean anything from they put it on for 5 seconds and took it right back off to, hey, I mowed the lawn in it, you know, that kind of thing. Hey, the throwback Packers uniform, he says, is horrible. Some of the throwback uniforms, yeah, you just really think, whoo, boy, like, was that really fashionable once upon a time? For sure, there are some that way. Hakeem Nicks to 100 for the Giants. For the Broncos, we have Raheem Moore. Raheem is numbered to 499. Another one of our little blank pack feeler insert kind of things. Andre Johnson for the Texans. And a Mike Wallace insert. Yeah, basically they put those little blocks of just blank blocks in there because they figure hobby shops and stuff that might be selling them by the pack instead of by the box, people come along and would feel up the packs, right? Try to pull out the packs that had the hits. So they started putting those little blanks in there several years ago to throw those people off the trail. Kyle Rudolph for the Vikings. That's a nice little hit. That is on card and numbered to 299, which, believe it or not, in 2011 was a reasonably low number. An insert for the Falcons with Gonzalez. An insert for the Ravens with Billy Cundiff. And another Packer. Crown Jewel rookies, Jordan Todman for the Chargers. A nice little relic here for Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Bills. And that is also game worn. It is numbered to 299. It's little though, right? Oh, a little tiny relic on that one. An insert for the Jets. An insert Dan Marino for the Dolphins. It's funny to look at some of these and think how it has changed since 2011. I mean, everything's numbered much lower these days, and the relics are often much larger, but yet they're not as much game worn as they used to be. Still some, but Christian Ponder for the Vikings. That is that one is event worn, and it's numbered to 299. AJ Green, Bengals insert. And Reggie Wayne, Colts insert. Basically, the event worn stuff is just, you know what? They dress the rookies out for their photographs at the NFL rookie premiere, and then they take the uniform that they wore for their photo shoot and they cut it up, and that becomes event worn material for the rookies. Alan Bradford for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to 499. Oh, this is interesting. This is Net Fusion Ryan Longwell for the Vikings, and is that, I don't guess that's numbered or anything, but it's really kind of cool. I don't ever remember seeing a card like that before. Out of Crown Royal. Huh. I don't know. Cool. I guess it's considered a hit, right? I mean, it's not signed, but it is. I'm trying to see, does this say anything about the... No, it doesn't say anything about that actually being a part of anything in particular. But anyway, I think it is I think it is part of the net that's used, but it just doesn't say that it is. Josh Freeman for the Bucks on that insert. Kansas City Chiefs on that insert. David says the field goal net. Yeah, I mean, I think that it is, but I don't see where it says on, like I looked on the back of the card to see if it said, and I'm looking again now, and it doesn't. So it doesn't say like game used or event used or anything like that. So I don't know if it was actually used in a game or not, but it's still pretty cool. Regardless of where it came from. For the Vikings, we have, is that going to be, I'm sure, game worn? Yeah, game worn to 299 for, I don't know how to say his name. Shanko. You know I'm not going to say the name right, but anyway. And I just put the card in upside down, so let's put the card in the sleeve the correct way. Might be helpful when we're recapping it, so it doesn't come out of there. Bobby Bell for the Chiefs, Living Legends insert. And Ken Anderson for the Bengals on that insert. Yeah, it could be, and you could be right. Just trying to get people more interested in the punters and kickers. It definitely could be. Aaron Williams to 100. mean, honestly, sometimes the kickers are, well, they're kind of underrepresented in these products, but man, I tell you what, sometimes the kickers save the day. Another redemption. We're going to flip it in a minute. DeMarco Murray insert for the Cowboys. And a little Peyton Manning insert for the Colts. It really was a cool card with the net on there. I mean, I liked it anyway. Oh, this is probably going to be low numbered because we have a second color in it. Richard Dent for the Bears. And yeah, see, numbered to 25, right? I've learned how to spot them on these older products. Even that tiny little bit of that second color, I knew that meant it was going to be low numbered. Have a little bit of chipping, maybe in a tiny bit in the lower left there on the front, but as a whole, it looks to be in pretty good shape. Maurice Jones-Drew insert for the Jags and an Antonio Gates insert for the Chargers. And this relic should be low numbered as well, I would imagine. This is Steve Smith, and it is numbered 250 for the Carolina Panthers, who, of course, are hoping to come across some Cam Newton in here, but right now we at least have something for you. Tom Brady and the Patriots calling all captains insert, and that's when his hair was long and shaggy. You see it sticking out there under his helmet. For the Ravens, another Cundiff insert. Whoops. We have basically one box left, which means these 4 packs, 4 hits remaining. Numbered to 100, Anquan Boldin for the Baltimore Ravens. The Texans with a hit, and that is Brandon Harris to 499. My screen was trying to time out on me over there. Royalty insert, Torrey Smith, Ravens. My Pittsburgh Steelers have an All-Pro insert with James Harrison. A die-cut Knights of the Gridiron, Patrick Willis for the 49ers. I actually thought that was going to be numbered, but I guess it isn't. I do not see a number on it. Matt Castle, relic numbered 250, also game worn. The relic is in the 7 on the jersey. So they at least did kind of, even though their relics are smaller on these older series, they did at least try to incorporate them into the picture and make them look cool. Anyway, Jay Cutler insert for the Bears. A Dan Marino insert for the Dolphins. Remember, we do still have a couple of redemptions to flip over as well. So, oh, this is going to be a good one. I don't know who it is, but it's Mark Carrier for the Bears. But just looking at the patch and the card design, it's going to be a good one. Yeah, it's numbered to 10. Oh, number 10 of 10. Chicago Bears with Mark Carrier. There is definitely some chipping you can see right there along that edge. And maybe a little bit in lower left and lower right. I mean, it's not terrible, but there definitely is a little bit there. But that's a cool hit for the Bears. Mark Carrier to 10. An insert for the Broncos. Another Tom Brady. That one is Kings of the NFL insert. Coming up on our last pack and our last hit in this half case of 2011 Crown Royal. Remember, we are going to open up the back half of this case tomorrow night. Hey, it is J.J. Watt. Nice. Nice, guys. Really nice. J.J. Watt to $4.99 for the Texans. Yeah, Texans. Nice hit. That's a good way to end the pack. Living Legends insert for the Bears. And the zone insert for the Cowboys. And now we'll flip over our redemptions and see who we've got on each of these. It's funny because one of them is really thick, like probably 120 point card, and then the other one is like super thin. So weird. Usually they're the same thickness and the same product, but anyway. So card set is Signatures Gold, card number 184. You know we're going to go to the checklist and check this out in a hot second. This is RPS Rookie Gold Die Cut Signature Prime Materials. That is a mouthful. Card number 233. Couple of things to tell you about this, guys. First off, you know that those are expired. You can see that printed on there. However, when you get it, redeem it into your Panini account anyway. A lot of times they still have some of these older cards. When they do, they're going to send it out to you, usually within, I would say, 2 months of the time that you redeem an older one like this, an old expired one. So if you haven't gotten it within roughly 2 months, then it's probably a pretty safe assumption that they don't still have that particular card anymore. They will work with you to exchange it so that you can end up with something else in its place. But the hard part of it is you've got to find a live person to help you work through that. That can be really tough. I suggest that you use social media, Facebook, Twitter, something like that, and hopefully eventually track down a live person that way. So Signatures Gold, we have card number 184. So we have to go way down the list here. And it is Ronald Johnson for the 49ers, numbered to 499. Let me write that on here. And then we're going to take a look at our next one, which is the big, gigantic, long title. And the card set here is RPS Rookie Gold Die Cut Signature Prime Materials. Don't those look the same? Oh no, one says green. Okay, that was the deal. Card number 233. So it is Stephen Ridley for the Patriots to 299. So let me write that on here. And then we will recap this break. And after we do the recap, I will also put up all the spreadsheet info again. So if you jumped in late and you missed the information about when stuff's going to ship and all that kind of jazz, we'll do it after we recap. Hi, T. Cassidy. How are you? So the Signatures Gold was for the 49ers to 499 on that redemption. The RPS Rookie Gold Die Cut Prime Materials was Stephen Ridley for the Patriots to 299. We have a big stack of hits here to recap. Yeah, because there's 24 in the break. That's what makes it fun. For the Titans, Akeem Ayers to 499. For the Texans, a nice little J.J. Watt to 499. Nice rookie J.J. Watt. Glad to see that come out. The Bears have a nice one with Mark Carrier. Nice looking relic. Signature numbered to 10. Matt Castle, game worn to 50 for the Chiefs. And the Texans hit again to 499 with Brandon Harris. The Panthers have Steve Smith, numbered to 250 on the relic, two-color relic. This two-color relic for the Bears is numbered to 25. And we have a relic for the Vikings, numbered to 299. And then the Vikings have the cool little card with the net on it. Again, it doesn't say on there anywhere that it's event used or game used or whatever, but it's still pretty cool, I think. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Alan Bradford to 499. Christian Ponder for the Vikings. That one is event worn. Game worn Ryan Fitzpatrick for the Bills to 299. Nice little Kyle Rudolph for the Vikings. That is an on-card. That is not a sticker. It's on-card and a nice relic to 299. The Broncos hit with Raheem Moore to 499. Miles Austin for the Cowboys, game worn to $2.99. Living Legends Alex Karras for the Lions to $2.99, game worn. Peyton Manning for the Colts, game worn to $2.99. Then for the Ravens, Anthony Allen to $50. Corey Liggett for the Chargers to $4.99. For the Texans, TJ Yates to $4.99. Then the Seahawks have Chris Durham to $4.99. The Titans with Jake Locker, and that is to $2.99. It is also event worn. And then Tyron Smith to $4.99 for the Cowboys. So that's what this half case of 2011 prime signatures. You can tell I'm so used to breaking that, right? Sorry, 2011 Crown Royal. We'll get it right here in a second. That half case is now in the books. And as promised, here's the shipping information once again if you happen to miss it. The Crown Royal, I'm anticipating shipping on Tuesday. Might be able to get that out of here sooner, but for now, we'll plan on Tuesday. If you didn't hit in Crown Royal, your consolation card or cards will ship with the rest of the break, since this is a paid shipping break. Our first two breaks, the baseball jersey and the autographed baseballs, those are free shipping, anticipated to go out on Thursday the 24th. On those, if you didn't hit, you are entitled to a consolation card, which will typically ship with your next package, but it can ship sooner upon request. You just shoot me a message over in eBay and we'll work it out. And once again, our upcoming breaks, this is the stuff that's already listed on eBay, available to bid on now, ends over the course of the next 5 days. So tomorrow night, a half case of 2011 prime signatures, a third of a case of 2013 limited, and the back half of this case of 2011 Crown Royal. On Sunday, note that we are starting at 9:30 instead of our typical 10 o'clock. 2012 Signature Series Baseball. Another Gold Rush autographed baseball jersey. Another case of the Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs. Monday night, some Timeless Treasures basketball. A three-peat basketball box, which has the autographed jersey, the autographed basketball, and the autographed picture. The last of the 2013 limited football case, and a full case of 2018 Majestic football. On Tuesday night, we'll open some more 2011 prime signatures and another 12-box case of Diamond Kings baseball. On Wednesday, we got 3 new products coming out on Wednesday. We're going to bust into all of them on Wednesday night. So we will do a case of 2018 Tier 1 baseball. We will do a full case of 2017-18 Dominion basketball, and a full 10-box case of 2018 Classics football. So that's what we've got on tap for the days ahead. And I guess that's it for tonight. So once again, thank you to everyone who participated. I appreciate you. I'm glad to have you here. And hopefully I will see you again. And until tomorrow night, I guess I'm out of here. We'll see you next time. Bye.